Well, always with a State of the State speech, you like to start out at the beginning of the session on a positive note, and so you want to pick out, the positive notes, and certainly the governor mentioned some things that we'd like to work with. I would have liked to have seen him spend more time on the corruption problem. I didn't appreciate that he called it a bipartisan corruption problem, since we've seen in the last 6 months two Democrats legislators plead guilty, and another one is under indictment and serving in the Senate. So it's not bipartisan at this point, and I think I take offense at that. I mean, certainly you never know what's going to happen, but that was one thing. But he mentioned the property tax relief is critical on everybody's mind, but he didn't mention fair maps, which is something we care so much about, because the corruption that we have starts with the fact the way our legislative maps are drawn every 10 years is done right now by the Democrat majority leaders in the House and the Senate. And if you put an amendment, there is a Senate resolution that we have all in the Senate Republicans joined on, and very many Democrats. We have enough sponsors to actually pass the amendment to allow the fair tax or fair map to be put on the ballot for people to vote on, and that is a nonpartisan way to do it, and we think that would definitely be a major first step to ending the corruption in the legislature. So that's one thing. I served on the property tax relief that we were, and I wasn't happy exactly with the way the report was. We have much more work to do on that, and I will gladly work in a bipartisan fashion, because that is the #1 fiscal problem of Illinois residents in this state. Certainly the governor mentioned we have low unemployment in Illinois. I think that's we have an all-time national low unemployment, and that's fabulous. I attribute it to our federal policies. But what Illinois is lagging is it's not recovering in that employment as fast as our neighboring states. And there's very many things that we need to work on to get that done as a legislative body, and we can, and we're going to have to put policies in place that encourages business growth and economic development in the state of Illinois. That will give us a big relief in property tax and all other problems that we have in the state.